Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep. My name is Navin, and today we are going to start with 100 most important TISSNET Logical Reasoning questions. We will be doing part 1 today. And I want everyone to attend all these sessions. See, we are bringing tons of sessions regarding TISSNET exam just for you guys. Okay, so you guys please make sure that you subscribe our channel and turn on the notification using the bell icon so that you get the notification every time there is a session. So we are bringing somewhere around 25 to 40 sessions for you guys. So we are bringing, if you attend these sessions on YouTube, you will actually get to revise everything that is required for TISSNET, and you do not have to study a lot beyond what we are going to do in these sessions. Okay, so please make sure that you guys subscribe and definitely do like the video. That's all we are looking forward to. सब कुछ हम लोग इसलिए कर रहे हैं कि हमें likes मिल जाए. That's the only appreciation we need from you guys. Okay, so having said that, let's begin today's session. So this is our first reasoning based question. It says Sarita went 15 kilometers to the west from her house, then turned left and walked 20 kilometers. She then turned east and walked 25 kilometers and finally turned left and walked 20 kilometers. How far is she from her house? Yeah, good afternoon, Pranjal. So suppose this is where her house is. Okay, so she turned 15 kilometers to the west and then turned left. So her left is going to be bottom. And then she travels another 20. Then she turns east and walks 25. So she walks 25. So can we say 25 is going to be 15 and another 10, right? So 15 to the east means she is directly below her house, and then another 10 means she is 10 kilometers further towards the east from her house. And finally turn left. She is again going to turn left, which is going to be upwards, and she walks 20 kilometers further. So question is, how far is she away from her house? So can we say this distance is the same distance which she covered extra beyond her house vertical? So this is going to be 10 kilometers. So D is going to be the answer. Good, Naman. Good unfiltered, good Pranjal, good Aman. Good, good. Okay, next वाला देखते हैं कौन पहले सबसे solve करता है सबसे fast. What should come in place of the question mark in the following number series? 130, 222, 350, 520, 738. And whenever we are going to solve a question related to sequences in series or encoding, decoding, or visual reasoning, make sure along with the answer, you do give a short, method, whichever method you may have used. Okay, so that it becomes easier to understand whether there is only one approach to solving a particular question or do we have multiple approaches. So क्या आंसर नहीं चाहिए, आपका मेथड भी चाहिए हल्का थोड़ा सा. Good, Alauddin. Good, good. So what should come in place of the question mark in the following number series? We have 130, 222, 350, 520, 738. What should come next? Anyone? No one has answered so far. So we have 130, 222, 350, 520, 738. So if we look at the differences in consecutive terms, so this is going to be 92. The next one is going to be 128. The next one is going to be 170, and the next one is 218, right? And we need the next one, so we don't know that. We don't know that value. So 92, 128, 170, 218 are the following certain patterns. So 92 to 128 is, there is an increase of 36. 128 to 170, that's an increase of 42. 170 to 218, that's an increase of 48. If you look at the increase, it's a constant increase of 6 so far. 36, 42, 48. So if I go by the same logic, the next increase should be that of 6. That means the next increase should be that of 48 plus 6, that is going to be 54. That means the next increase is going to be 218 plus 54, which is going to give us 272. Now 272 plus 738 is a number which is going to be more than 1000 and it's going to end in a 0. So ये आएगा आपका 1010. Looking at the options, only delta makes sense. Okay, good. So Naman says difference till third level. Nice, Naman. And Pranjul says, see, Pranjul has a different approach. Pranjul says the first one is 130 is 5 cube, 125 plus 5. 222 is 6 cube, 216 plus 6. 350 is 7 cube plus 7. 520 is 8 cube, 512 plus 8. 738 is 9 cube plus 9, which is 727 plus 9. Sorry, 729 plus 9. So the last one should be 10 cube plus 10, which will give us 1000 plus 10, which is 1010. So there are two different ways by which we could have solved this. Good, Pranjal. Right, Bhakti? Sahi. D is the answer. Okay, next one. What should come in place of the question mark in the following number series? 20, 26, 38, 58, 88, 130. Same thing. Don't just need the answer. We also need the logic behind. 20, 26, 38, 58, 88, and 130. So if you look at the changes, this is a change of 6. This is a change of 12. This is a change of 20. This is a change of 30. This is a change of 42. 6 to 12, that is a change of 6. 12 to 20, that's a change of 8. 20 to 30, that's a change of 10. 30 to 42, that's a change of 12. And since we don't know the last answer, so I think this is good enough. We don't have to further check, right? The difference is going to be now 2 throughout if we take the difference once more. So third level difference aayega fir se, same as the previous question. So if there is a change of 12, so the next change should be that of 14. That means the next change should be that of 42 plus 14, which is 56. So 130 plus 56 is going to give us 186. Bravo. Okay, Pranjul, इधर mistake हो गया. 186 होगा, not 166. Right? Also, 6 is actually 2 into 3. 12 is actually 3 into 4. 20 is actually 4 into 5. 30 is 5 into 6. 42 is 6 into 7. So the next difference should have been 7 into 8, which should have been 56. So if we would have looked at these numbers 6, 12, 20, 30, 42, we could have directly written 56. We would have saved some time not to take the difference again in the next level. So 130 plus 56 is what we needed. So 186 would have given us the answer. Right? All good? Next, voila. Question on blood relations. Pointing to a man, Noor, who is a girl, said his father is the only son of my father's father. How is Noor related to the man? As in, man is going to call Noor by which relationship? So you should always expect questions from blood relations and sequences in series, missing term, okay, singlets, directions, blood relations with symbols, encoding, decoding. ये सब तो definite है. You will definitely get questions from here. Then you have got questions which are based on visual reasoning. You have got symbolic representation, spatial, counting number of triangles or squares or rectangles. Also questions on cubes and die, right? वो सब questions के भी आने के chances होते हैं, ठीक है? But not as definite as these particular topics. Okay. So let's see what you guys have answered. So you guys have answered delta as in sister. ठीक है. Let's see. My father's father. So this is Noor, female. Her father. Her father's father. So this is her father's father. And then she says that this man, so there is a man, okay. His father is the only son. So his father is the only son of this, right? So man's father is the only son of my father's father. So can we say that this is what is going to happen? Sorry. This man is the only son, sorry, his father. Okay. So if we write down his father, so iska father, if you're going to write it like this. So his father, this guy, is the only son of her father's father. So can we say these two are the same people? As in, if we club both of them, we are going to get something like this. We have grandparents, they have a son, and maybe daughters as well. Now this man is married and this man has got two children. One is going to be Noor and the other one is this man. So as in Noor and man, they are siblings. So how is Noor related to the man? As in man is going to call Noor by which relationship? Man is going to call Noor by sister, right? So delta हो जाएगा आंसर. यश हम कर रहे हैं ना, अभी वाईटी पे हम पूरा सिलेबस कर रहे हैं. We are going through all the topics with tons of questions. So if you follow all the sessions, सब में यहाँ पर attend करो, solve करो, and wherever some concept is required, we discuss that also, right? Okay. Next question. In the following questions, statements are given followed by two conclusions. So these are statement conclusion based questions. Read all the conclusions carefully and then decide which of the following conclusion or conclusions logically follows from the given statements. So the three statements are: some Aman is Alok, no Alok is Akhil, all Aman is Arman. And we have got two conclusions. We need to find out which of the following options make sense. So this is syllogism, right? We use Venn diagram, set theory, logic in order to solve. The only difference is that in a proper set theory question, you have an outer boundary known as universal. Here, you don't have that. Everything else remains the same. So if I look at the first statement, it says some Aman is Alok. So some कैसे denote करते हैं? We draw it like this. Some Aman is Alok. So we draw two circles and the sum part is at the center. So there is some part which is common to both. Okay. Next it says all Aman is Arman. So when it says all Aman is Arman, it means Aman will go inside Arman. So that all Aman is Arman. Right. So this portion which is Aman, the pink one, is completely inside that yellow circle. So I have used the first and the last statement. Now I'm going to look into no Alok is Akhil. So if I want no Alok is Akhil, so Alok and Akhil, they should be far away from each other. They should not have anything common. So I'm going to use Akhil over here so that no Alok is Akhil, right? Now I'm going to shade those regions which are kind of definite. So we are pretty sure that this exists, right? Some Aman is Alok. Then all Aman is Arman. We are pretty sure that this region also exists. ये भी true है, definite true है. And then no Alok is Akhil. So no Alok is Akhil, that means we are pretty sure that this exists. What about the other regions? They may be empty, they may not be empty. ठीक है? So people who are doing it for the first time, please remember, if you are given sum A is B, so this is the diagram you draw, sum A is B, and this is the region that should exist. When it is given as no A is B, so no A is B, that means they should be completely away from each other, known as disjoint sets. And when you have all A is B, then you have A, and A is going to lie inside B, and this is the common region. इन तीनों को क्लब करके ये फिगर बनता है. Now let's look at the conclusions. Some Alok is Arman. Some Alok is Arman. Right? So we have this Alok and we have Arman. So can we say this region exists? So this region is not only Aman, this is also Arman, as in that region is not only in a pink circle, it's also in yellow circle. That's also in white circle, right? So some Alok is Arman, this is true. Bilkul hai. Next, all Alok being Arman is a possibility. Since it says it's a possibility, it is telling us that all Alok is Arman. का मतलब है कि ये रीजन अगर जीरो हो जाए, okay, so that white circle will get inside the yellow circle, isn't it? When the white circle will get inside the yellow circle, we will say that all Alok becomes Arman. जैसे pink circle is inside yellow, similarly white circle will completely go inside yellow, right? So yes, it is a possibility. So second will also follow. So delta becomes our answer. Very good. Manish is true. Shilpa is true. Soldier boy, galti kar di. Sweetie, wrong. Susanna, wrong. Rishal, Garbar. Niru, correct. Shubh, correct. Bhakti, wrong. So people were confused between first and second. See, the second, since it uses the word possibility, तो possibility का मतलब अगर in the worst case scenario, if it's possible, we say it's a possibility. For example, in the worst possible scenario, it's actually the best thing to happen. But in the worst possible scenario, can you top TISSNET 2023? Yes. बहुत कम possibility है, पर बिल्कुल है. Right? Possibility doesn't mean in every case it should be true. थोड़ा सा भी chance है होने का, तो हम बोलेंगे yes. That's why the second statement is true. That's why it's not option A, but option D. Okay, next one. Study the following table carefully to answer the questions that follow. The table given below shows the number of students studying in different standards from 1 to 6 of 6 different schools A, B, C, D, E, F. So it's a standard table where you have got schools written as the first row, A to F, and you have got 6 columns for 6 standards. Then you have got numbers inside it, right? Not very difficult numbers, 2-digit numbers. 40s and 50s mein dikh raha hai sab. We have, one number in 30s as well. Like 38 is there in the corner. There is one number in 60, right? That's all we have. So we have a couple of 60s. Okay. So the first question is, what is the approximate average number of students studying in standard 1 from all the schools together? So what they're asking us is find the approximate average number of students studying here. Standard 1 में from all the schools together. So how do you calculate average? You add all of them and you divide it by the number of values you have. Since you're going to have 6 values, so you'll divide it by 6, but you will have to add them, right? So this is what we can do. Or we can look at the options and then decide. For example, देखो 38 हो सकता है क्या average? Never. See, the average always lies between the smallest value and the largest value. The smallest value over here is 40. The largest value is 52. So 40 और 52 के बीच में होगा answer. So 38 won't happen. Now, can we have 50? So please understand that average lies somewhere in middle, right? It's not closer to one of the values unless its frequency is higher, right? So if I write down the numbers 40, 42, 40 हो गया, 42 हो गया, then we have a 45, then we have a 48, then we have a 50, and then we have a 52. So average is going to be somewhere between 45, 48 और उसी के आसपास होगा, right? So it won't be skewed. वो एक end पे नहीं होगा. So 50 will not make sense and 40 will not make sense. So if I really don't want to solve this, if I only look at the values, I will realize that only 46 makes sense. Right? Everyone has answered delta? Good, good. पर आपने ऐड करा होगा. देखो मैंने कोई कैलकुलेशन नहीं करा. I did not add 42, 50, 40 नहीं करा. Because this logic is going to be helpful even if we had huge number of students. Suppose the number of students were in thousands. तो ऐड करने में दिक्कत तो आएगी. पर ये लॉजिक फेल नहीं करेगा. Right? Okay. Next one. Number of students studying in standard 4 from school A is what percentage of those studying in standard 4 from school D? So what percentage is this? As in they are asking us what is 55 over 40. 55 over 40, they both are divisible by 5, so this becomes 11 upon 8. Now what is 11 upon 8? 11 upon 8, what is 1 upon 8? इसको ऐसे लिख सकते हो ना, 8 plus 3 by 8, which is 1 plus 3 by 8. 1 is 100%, right? And how much is 3 by 8? If you can find that, you know which answer will make sense. For that, some of you may know that 1 by 8 is 12.5%. So 3 by 8 कितना होना चाहिए? So it will be rather quick. Okay, good soldier boy. हाँ Manish, we can use deviation method also, but for that we'll have to start with the options and check. तो D option मतलब last. 3 check करने पड़ेंगे, right? I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm not saying whatever logic you guys used is wrong, because everyone was correct. I was just using more logical approach rather than calculative. So this will be 37.5, right? ये 37.5 आने वाला है. So 100% plus 37.5%, which is 137.5%. Right? Okay. Next. Which standard has the lowest total number of students from all the given schools together? Lowest total. Now for lowest total, since the numbers are, not difficult ones, we can add them. ठीक है, your common values हटा सकते हैं. For example, we have to look into first and fourth, fifth and sixth. So which numbers are common? So we do have a 42 here. We do have a 42 here, we do have a 42 here, so this is going to be 4 extra here, right? Next 50 idhar hai, we have a 55, so isko plus 5 kar dete hain, and we have a 50 here, we have a 50 here. Next we have a 40 here, we have a 40 here, we don't have a 40, isko hata ke plus 5 kar dete hain, and we have a 38, let's put a minus 2 here, right? We have a 45 here, we have a 45 here, We have a 52 here, that is 7 more. We have a 48, which is plus 3. So what I'm doing is I'm using deviation method. Okay. Then we have a 48, we have a 46. So that is 2 less. That is 52, that is 4 more. And we have a 54, that is 6 more. Then we have a 52, we have a 58, which is plus 6. We have a 60, which is 8 more. And we have a 54, which is 4 more. So if we look at the deviation overall, the overall deviation of first standard is 0. The overall deviation of fourth standard is 11 minus 2, 9 more. The overall deviation of fifth standard is a lot. If we actually calculate, this is going to be 24, पर करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. And overall deviation of the sixth standard is going to be 15 more. So if you look at this, standard 1 में जितने students हैं, fourth में 9 more हैं, fifth में 24 more हैं, and sixth में 15 more हैं. If you look at all of this, we realize कि भाई सबसे ज़्यादा तो fifth standard में students हैं, और सबसे कम we need this lowest, no? So the lowest number of students we have in standard 1. So that will give us Charlie. Sixth standard क्यों कर रहे हो? Why do we have a sixth standard? Sixth standard में everything was higher, no? Except for that minus 2. Or did I make any calculation? How many you can? Of course, you can choose the sequence of questions, the order of questions. Why are you guys answering? हाँ नमन ऐसा ही आता है, अच्छी बात है ना. फोर्थ स्टैंडर्ड क्यों कर रहे हैं आप लोग? Okay, I'll do one thing. I will add them just to be sure that I have not made any mistake. ठीक है? So 42 plus नहीं. I will take 48 plus 52 is 100, right? 100 and 50 plus 40 is 90. So 190. 42 plus 45 is 87. So 90 plus 87 is 177 plus 100. This is going to be overall 277. Next one is 58 plus 42, that is 100. 55 plus 45, that is another 100. 200 हो गया. 40 plus 46 is 86. So this is 286. देखो 9 ज़्यादा है. So fourth तो नहीं है guys. This one is definitely the highest. सारे values बड़े हैं. And the last one, we can take 46 and 54 as 100. Then we can take 50 plus 54 as 104. So 100 ले लेते हैं. 4 can be broken down into these two. So this is 50 plus 40, 90. Right? So this is 290. So highest is going to be this. And the lowest is going to be standard 1. अच्छा, you guys took 38 and 38 smallest है तो नहीं 38 smallest है, but what about other values? Other values may be larger, no? कोई नहीं. So I understood. So it's all good. Okay, next one. Which school has the highest total number of students from all the given standards together? As in now we will have to add row wise. कि standard A में कितने students है? Right? Standard B में कितने students है? See, these are the types of questions where you should actually take few seconds to decide कि should you do it or not. क्योंकि करना क्या है पता है. The calculation is not very hectic. You don't have to divide or do a lot of multiplication वगैरह. All you have to do is add simple 2-digit numbers. But you have to do a lot of calculations. So it's time consuming. So between time constraint and being solving some question which you know how to solve, you have to weigh and decide, give priority. If you're going to attempt such a question at the end, of course, you know कि बाकी क्वेश्चन नहीं सॉल्व हो रहा, राइट? सो एटलीस्ट दिस इज सॉल्वेबल, पर टाइम लग रहा है. So we are not going to check all of the schools. We are only going to check for these 4, right? A, B, E, F ही कोई देखेंगे. तब क्यों करें? 4 ही options हैं, 4 को try करेंगे. So we have A, B, E, and F. So we have to add row wise. So if I look at the first one, this is, देखो फिर से वही वाला लॉजिक यूज करूंगा. आई एम गोइंग टू रैंडमली चूज द नंबर सो दैट द कैलकुलेशन एडिशन इज इजियर. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू ऐड 42 प्लस 54 प्लस 48 सीक्वेंस में नहीं करना है, ठीक है? सो इफ आई टेक 58 एंड 42, दिस इज 100, and then if I take 48 and 52, that is another 100. So this is 202 so far. 202 plus 38 is 240 plus 50 is 290. So A का 290 है. And remember, we need to find highest. B is going to be 45 plus 45 is 90, 50 plus 60 is 110, 110 plus 90 is 200, 58 plus 46 is more than 100, right? So we have 58 plus 42 would have been 100. So ये 104 है. 104 plus 200, this is 304. If I look at E, we have 52 plus 48 is 100. 48 plus 52 is 100. So this is 3 more. So that is 203. 44 plus 55 is 99. 99 plus 3 is 102. So this is 302. Very close. Next, let's add only tens. 50 plus 50, 100. Plus 40 plus 60, another 100. Plus 50 plus 50, another 100. 300 तो इधर ही है. Plus 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2. So can we say this is the highest for sure? Right? ठीक है. Next. What is the respective ratio of students studying standard 3 of all schools A and B together? As in they're asking us standard 3 of schools A and B together to those studying in standard 6 of schools C and D together. So they're asking us to find out the ratio of these two. 48 plus 58 is 106 and 54 plus 50 is 104. इसका रेशियो बताने का. Which option do you think is the answer? (106) and 104 will simplify to give which one out of these. So 106 half हो जाएगा, 104 half हो जाएगा. So when they both are divided by 2, you get 53 and 52. Option A. Right. Right, Yedula, right, Naman, right, Shubh, Shilpa, Soldier, Alauddin, Pranjal, Manish. Manish अभी भी F पे ही है. Previous question. Okay, next one. Select the correct combination of mathematical signs to replace the asterisk signs in the following equation such that the equation is correct. Well, the only way is to go option by option. First one is going to give us 450 plus 10 divided by 100 into 5 minus 6 plus 4 is equal to 11. Option B is going to give us 450 divided by 10 into 100 minus 5 is equal to 6 into 4 plus 11. Third option is going to be 450 into 10 divided by 100 plus 5 is equal to 6 plus 4 into 11. मेरे ख्याल से आंसर मिल गया. 450 into 10 divided by 100 plus 5 is equal to 6 into 4 plus 11. So obviously when you are writing down, you calculate accordingly. See, 450 into 10 divided by 100 will take care of the 2 zeros. You will be left with 45. 45 plus 5 is 50. So our left hand side is 50. Right hand side should also be 50. So we get 44 plus 6, which is 50. Right? This is the only sequence or the equation that will make sense. So यही करना है. When you are writing down, rewriting. So the only way is to go ahead with the options. ऐसे नहीं पता चलेगा कि what calculations we need to perform so that it changes into a proper equation. Once you are sure that this option is correct, you don't have to do calculation for the other कि वो भी तो सही हो सकता है. क्यों होगा? Only one option is going to be correct. No? Why will they give you two options which are correct? Smart खेलो. Encoding, decoding. Find the term denoted by question mark in the alphanumeric series. So we have got H6, J12, L10, N16, P14. So what should we have here? In alphanumeric series, always take alpha series, alphabet series, the letter series different and number ko alag se treat karo. Okay. As in, first of all, look into H, J, L, N, sorry, not M, L, N, and then we have P. So we have H, I is missing, J, K is missing, L, M is missing, N, O is missing, P, Q should be missing. We should have an R. I believe इतना काफी है. Option पे ध्यान देते रहो हमेशा. Before you look into the question, look at the options beforehand so that you have an idea कि what you have to do or what should be the Q. क्या ढूंढ लेने से हमें आंसर मिल जाएगा. Right? And if I look at the numbers, we have got 6, then we have got 12, then we have got 16, and then we have got 12. Sorry. P ka 14 tha na. So this is 6, then we have 10, and then we have 14, and then we have 12, and then we have 16. So the numbers, they don't follow a series. It's actually two different series. One is 12 to 16 and 16 to what? And the other series going around is 6 to 10 and 10 to 14. The numbers have got nothing to do with the position of the letters in the alphabet. ऐसा नहीं है कि N is your 16th letter. N is actually your 14th letter. And P is your 16th. है ना? तो ऐसा भी नहीं है कि they're swapping, because the swapping for the other letters don't happen. So 12, 16 के बाद, obviously the next one should be 20. There is a jump of 4 every time. So R20 anyways makes sense. वो तो हमें पहले भी पता था R देखते के साथ. Naman says plus 6 minus 2. Plus 6 minus. Obviously, Aman, they both are two different arithmetic series. There will always be some other pattern for pairs of numbers. ये भी sure है, ये हमेशा होता है. For example, if I take a series 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 and so on, and if I take the other series which is, let's say, 2, 5, 8, 11, 14 and so on, and if I club them, 1 लिखा, 2 नीचे से, 3 ऊपर से, 5 नीचे से, 5 ऊपर से, 8 नीचे से, 7 ऊपर से, 11 नीचे से, and if I continue like this, there will be a pattern between them also. So this is an increase of 1, there is an increase of 1, there is an increase of 2, there is an increase of nothing, then there is an increase of 3, there is a decrease of 1, there is an increase of 2. Right? So इसमें आप फंस जाओगे, है ना? अभी आपको 6 minus 2 then plus 6 minus 2 then plus 6 and minus 2 लग रहा है, but after 14 you are going to have an 18, right? Why is this happening कि pattern same है? Because the common difference is same. ऊपर में the common differences were different. Here the common difference was that of 2. Here the common difference was that of 3. जब common differences अलग है ना तो pattern नहीं समझ आएगा. But if the common difference is that of same value, 4 का change है and the change is happening of 4 here also, then it will always follow a pattern जिसको आप simply लिख सकते हो कि you can treat this as plus 6 minus 2. ये चलेगा, पर ऊपर वाले में नहीं चलता. Okay, next question. A clock gains 4 minutes every hour. Gains, what do you mean by gains? Fast. Every hour there is a 4 minutes ahead. The faulty clock is 4 minutes ahead of the normal clock. फिर अगले घंटे में 4 minutes more. Next hour 4 minutes more. It is set right to the correct time at 9 a.m. What is the actual time when the clock indicates 5 p.m. on the same day? Since we have none of the above, तो थोड़ा सा केयरफुल रहना. ठीक है, ऑप्शंस पहले ही देख लिया हमने. So what do you guys think? The answer should be. Everyone please make sure that you एक लाइक दबा दो सॉल्व करते करते. हार्डली 1 मिनट लगेगा, राइट? So actual clock and this faulty clock. So as per the question, when the actual clock moves 60 minutes, faulty clock moves 64 minutes. है ना? 60 and 64. They are in the ratio of, if I simplify this ratio is 15:16. Now, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., how many hours is that? 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. देखो 9 to 9 तो 12 होता है, उससे 4 कम हो जाएगा. So this is going to be 8. So can I say faulty clock has moved 8 hours? So अगर this is 8 hours, what do you think I should write here? 8 कहाँ से आया? 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. This is 8 hours. So if 16 becomes 8, what do you think 15 will become? Half हो गया है. So this should become 7.5 hours. 7.5 hours, what do you mean by that? Can we say कि अगर faulty clock 8 hours आ गए, then the actual clock is going to be 7.5 hours ahead. 7.5 hours from 9 a.m. you can calculate, या फिर इधर ही देख लो ना, half an hour का difference होगा. And obviously the actual clock is going to be behind, क्योंकि उससे धीरे, मतलब रिलेटिवली धीरे चल रहा है, पर एक्चुअली एक्चुअल क्लॉक तो प्रॉपर चल रहा है. सो 30 मिनट्स पहले जाएगा. सो इफ इट इज शोइंग 5 p.m. in the faulty clock, it should show what p.m. in the actual clock? ए भाई क्या कर रहे हो? 4:30 हो जाएगा ना. Nine a.m. to 7.5 hours later will be 4:30 p.m. सब गलत. Not comfortable with such questions on clocks? ऐसा क्या? आप लोग कुछ गलत समझ रही हो, आई थिंक. It is asking what is the actual time when the clock indicates 5 p.m. Clock मतलब कौन सा? Faulty, because they're asking you the actual time. So don't you think जो घड़ी fast है, if it is showing 5 p.m. तो actual तो 5 से कम ही होगा ना. So you shouldn't be getting 5:30, 5:32. 5 o'clock से तो पहले ही होगा, right? Eight into 4 will be 32. 8 into 4, 32? Did not understand that 8 into 4. It's the ratio that we are dealing with. 15 is to 16 is equal to what is to 8. What is this? This is the ratio of the time traveled by normal clock and faulty clock. तो ये normal है, ये faulty है. So if faulty moves 8 hours, तो normal will move how many hours? All you had to do was solve this. ठीक है? Okay, next one. A series is given with one term missing. So the last term is missing. Select the correct answer. So what should we have there? So we have 5, 10, 20, 40. And then we have M, Q, U, Y. सबसे पहले, which two options can only be the answer? Looking at the numbers because they are easy to understand. Letters थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है. But numbers is something we are more comfortable with, right? So see, so far you guys have made two mistakes. In both the questions, you made mistakes because you misinterpreted the question. तो बहुत ध्यान से पढ़ो और समझने की कोशिश करो. Because कॉन्सेप्ट आते हुए सिंपल कैलकुलेशन में भी गलत कर देते हैं ना, तो बहुत बुरा लगता है बाद में. कितना सिंपल था, कैसे मिस कर गए, right? So if you look at the values 5, 10, 20, 40, the numbers, the next one should be 80. So ये दोनों तो गए, right? Next comes in the letters. So we have got M, right? N, O, P missing है, फिर Q आ गया, फिर R, S, T missing है, you have a U. V, W, X is missing, you have a Y. And what happens after you reach the end of an alphabet series? Z के बाद वापस A चालू होता है. It's cyclic in nature, right? So after Y you will have Z, A and B. ये चला जाएगा. You will have a turn for C. So C का turn आएगा. So it should be C 80. So alpha is the answer. A option, right? Good, good. सब सही. All good. Very nice. Next one. Select the option that is related to the third letter cluster. In the same way, the second number cluster is related to the first letter cluster. So they are telling you कि ये किसी तरीके से relation इनके बीच में. Use the logic to find the relation. Use the same logic to find this. Right? So normally when such a relation is there, it has to do with the position of the letters in the alphabet. You know? ठीक है. So, also, I think some of you joined late. So, everyone, please make sure that you guys, press the bell icon for the notification if you want to complete the syllabus and revise and solve tons of questions, right? और जहाँ पर you don't have to worry about कि answer गलत तो नहीं है, the concept or not the concept but the solution was not discussed. ये सब चीज का टेंशन नहीं लेना बुक्स के लिए, because in the books there are sometimes question is wrong, answer is wrong, typing mistakes, right? So please attend all the sessions. We are going to bring you up to 40 sessions related to TISSNET. We have already done a lot, right? 7-8 तो मैंने अकेले करे हुए. So there are going to be more sessions coming up for TISSNET. So if you attend those sessions, you can invest your time revising the concepts more at home. क्योंकि यहाँ तो अपन practice करेंगे ही करेंगे, है ना? So everyone please make sure कि apart from subscribing, you also press the bell icon. So PQR, what are the positions of PQR? So P is your 16th letter, this is your 17th letter, and this is your 18th letter. So if you add them, this is going to give you 17, 17, 17 के बराबर ही 51 देता है. That means that is the number is the sum of the positions of the letters. So if I want to go for M, O, and X, so M is your 13th letter, O is your 15th letter, and T, U, V, W, X. So this is going to be 24th letter. So if we add them, this is 28 plus 24 should give us 52. Charlie? Manish? You can join our test series where we have got TISSNET exams and already open test mock is going on, right? Going on, या अभी just खत्म हुआ. We will get to know अभी तुरंत. I'll let you know at the end of the session. Okay, 16th. In the following number series, one number is incorrectly fitted in the series. So you have to find that one. एक कोई number गड़बड़ है इधर को. कौन सा? We have got 80, 40, 48, 24, 32, 20, 24, 12. So this is decreasing, right? Most probably it's decreasing. और ये decreasing भी random है. So whenever you have random change in consecutive terms, कि एक बढ़ रहा है, एक कम हो रहा है, एक बढ़ रहा है, कम हो रहा है, it has to do with at least two series getting mixed. तो बाहर निकालने का alternate 80, 48, 32, 24 इनको बाहर निकाल लो. The leftovers इनको बाहर निकाल लो. Now try to find out the pattern. Well, it's not that difficult. 80 का half 40, 48 का half 24, 24 का half 12. So don't you think 32 का half 20 होना चाहिए? Sorry, 32's half should have been 16. Or suppose if this is 20, above number should have been 40. So there are two possibilities. Either this is going to be 40 or this is going to be 16. कि 40 का half 20 होगा या फिर 32 का half 16 होगा. So can we say either the number 32 is wrong or the number 20 is wrong? यही दोनों में से कोई गड़बड़ है ना? 32 is not in the option, thankfully. So it becomes easier. Had 32 also been in the option, तो फिर 80, 48 वो pattern ढूंढना पड़ता, right? Right now we don't have to do that. Clear? Chalo. Good. So, okay. So I think on by 29th of Jan, TISSNET All India Open Mock was done. It was from 21st to 29th of Jan. So please check the app. You can download our app from the description given below from Play Store. Once you log in with your contact number and everything, you don't have to pay anything. You can check the list of free mocks that we are providing. For example, from 11th February to 19th of February, we have come up with MAHCET wala exam ka open mock. Okay, so make sure that you guys register and do it. See, there is a window to it. After the window is closed, you can't attempt it, है ना? तो इसीलिए register कर लो. Don't think कि अरे जब when I'll be preparing for MAHCET, then I'll be writing the mock. You will miss out an opportunity of a very good All India Open mock, right? Also, on 11th of Feb at 7 p.m. Mr. Srinivas is going to take a session which is going to be test taking strategy and how should you manage your job and studies along with the CAT preparation. Whatever queries you have as to how many hours you need to spend on particular topic or overall topic, you can ask all those questions. Should you quit your job? Should you quit maybe you're pursuing post graduation and you don't want to do it, because you want to focus more on your MBA preparation. So क्या करना चाहिए, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए, all your queries will be answered there. So make sure that you guys register. So registration is important. Okay. Also on 4th of February, that is tomorrow at 7 p.m., scholarship test is going to be conducted for our CAT preparation program for this year. You can get up to 90% scholarship. Last year itself, I had one student who got 90%. Okay, so she got 90% and वो उसने इस बार उसका बहुत सारे IIM से कॉल आया, कुछ से तो आ गया है मतलब, and बहुत से अभी आना है. So more than 27,000 students have won this scholarship and we have given away more than 1 crore का scholarship. So make sure that you guys register this. See, अगर नहीं प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो इस साल, एक एग्जाम देने मिल जाएगा ना, एक मॉक जैसा, वैसे समझ के एग्जाम दे दो, पैसे थोड़ी लग रहे हैं, right? And we are going to start with a new batch. So this batch is going to start. It has not yet begun. In this batch, our comprehensive program batches for 2023 CAT, they'll be providing you with a tablet from where you attend your live classes and your account is there with over 10,000 questions, over 75 mocks with video solutions, more than 135 live sessions, that is the classroom sessions, more than 300 videos just like these, right? You'll be given proper books, 4 books and previous year question papers, formula A book, and more than 15 GDPI preparatory sessions. Okay, so all of this is there. If you guys are interested, if anyone is interested, for yourself or any of your friends or family, you can get in touch with one of our counselors or senior executives. See, the faculties who teach on YouTube are the faculties who will be taking your class. So we are not just a face to show and somebody else is going to take the class. So once you go to our channel, you'll find that we have got 5 or 6 faculties who take all the classes, and the same faculties will be taking all your classes as well, the live classroom. Okay, and please don't forget to subscribe, follow us on Instagram, and you can like our Facebook page, which is BYJU'S Exam Prep MBA. You can join our Telegram channel by the same name, and you can download our app from Google Play. Seat registrations open. Hold on. Let me just check. नहीं रेशल अभी हो नहीं हुआ है, पर जल्दी आने वाला है, बिकॉज एज फार एज आई रिमेंबर मार्च एंड में द एग्जाम इज गोइंग टू हैपन. सो द रजिस्ट्रेशन विल स्टार्ट सून एंड फॉर्म्स वगैरह और एडमिट कार्ड वगैरह सबका आ जाएगा, डेट बहुत जल्दी आएगा और बहुत क्विक आएगा. सो यू हैव टू कीप अ टैब, गो टू MAHCET का साइट और वहां पर उसको वो बुक मार्क कर लो, सो दैट एवरी टाइम यू ओपन योर ब्राउजर यू गेट टू नो. ठीक है, ताकि मिस नहीं होना चाहिए. थैंक यू एवरीवन, थैंक यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग. Make sure that you attend the remaining sessions as well. आप ही के लिए है सब कुछ. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.